Okay, so welcome to the live streaming sessions, and let us get started. So, I believe so far we have been seeing that prices for once again been ranging again, and actually this would be a very good chance for us to say that you guys could buy near the support and sell at resistance, guys, because I think this is what the market is showing us as of now with the current market conditions that we are watching. With this sideways market that we are getting so far coming up from the market, guys. So I would say, yep, gotta be careful. There's chances that prices could be any minute breaking down lower, but I think for that to happen, I believe it's going to be taking a lot more time than you guys should be expecting, as the interest rate decisions could still take some time. So I believe a lot time before we started to see anything happen, and based on that alone, we should be trying to say that be a bit cautious. And based on so far from what we have been able to watch, we are likely to see that prices will be moving on ranges, because so far the market movement that we have been getting out of the market is ranging. So since Monday prices drops, we have already been seeing that prices has just been ranging, and I believe we should be able to see some upside from here onwards, guys. So I would suggest for you guys, if you guys are thinking about that prices should be able to break down lower from here, I would suggest to you guys to be a bit careful, because most of the time with the ranges that we have been seeing, ranging market sideways, has already been starting since Monday market, and there's a huge possibility that this market will be continuing with this kind of movement for now. And I would suggest, if you guys are thinking to do longs, definitely right now could be a good time, but limit your expectations that market movement will be moving just at the most towards 3,388. And remember that, guys, it's the most, so there's always the possibility that prices will be just ranging and hitting the highs maybe at just 3384, 3385, as prices will continue to move in these very tight ranges that we have been watching so far. Okay, so the analysis has been pretty simple, as prices hasn't been moving a lot, and I would say that that really concludes the analysis that we are doing for the gold market for today. And later on I will be switching on towards the other market on silver, as well as the other trading assets that we always be covering here with you guys. Alright, so if you guys have been enjoying so far what we are expecting on the market, you guys could give us a support by giving us a thumbs up, likes, and don't forget to follow and subscribe. And if you guys wanted to get trading ideas that we are giving out for free, you guys are always welcome to click the link on my profile or the video descriptions and chat me for those. And later on tonight, I will be discussing more issues happening on the Middle East side, and we'll try to see any updates could come from there. So if you guys wanted to get those insights, what's happening around the world, you guys are welcome to click the link on my profile, and I'll be discussing more on the VIP live session. So the only way that you guys could get access towards it by chatting me up. Alright, guys. Okay, so with this kind of market ranges, I think we should be a bit patient and try to see out how this goes, because I believe that before the Federal Reserve decisions could be coming out, we'll be having housing numbers starts and also the building permits to actually show us how the economy has been going, and if whether the economy has still been going well, usually we'll be seeing that gold will be a little bit under pressure. And if numbers is much lower, showing that economy is weakening a little bit, we could actually see some signs of a possible prices could be heading back towards 3,400 resistance area, guys. Alright, so we'll see how that happens, but personally I still see that it's a little bit of a long way to hit and touch those numbers, and that's going to take some time before the news is released in another 2 hours, 1 hour and 50 minutes. So I think it will be passed out on my live streaming sessions time, so you guys gotta be careful and watch out those numbers. Okay, but if you guys wanted to get the analysis on that, I think I will be having the time on my VIP live session, so you guys could click the link on the profile, chat me for access on my VIP live sessions. Yes, alright. Okay, so let us try to see what are the views on the long-term market movement on gold, because I think things starting to be a little bit different for now, as prices hasn't been able to rebound so far from what we have been watching on the markets, and prices has literally stuck at around 3,350 towards 3,400 area and hasn't been able to show us any clarity coming out of the market. So this is the daily chart of gold, and personally I would still be seeing that gold would be having a hard time to try break out 3,430, as we've already been seeing happening since the Monday market, where prices hasn't been able to break out, go higher, and I really see that possibility that market will be trying the best to try to break out, but I don't really see any chances for now, as despite the escalations happening on the Middle East, we are not really seeing that the gold market has been jumping as high as it's usually going to be, and I think we are going to see that market movement will be a bit slower for now. With this kind of market movement, market will be ranging at the best 3,200, 3,400, and I think that's all the best that we are going to see. Okay, that's the view on the long term until something changes where we could actually see prices stays above 3,430. I don't really see any big issue to be discussed on the gold market. Alright, so back on the gold chart, short term basis. So far from here, prices are still trying to rebound, but with not a lot of great success. Prices are still a little bit slower, like you guys know. And tonight we will be having a major event that could be coming up from the Federal Reserve, and from the Federal Reserve we'll be seeing some projections and what are the decisions and what could be coming out from the meeting itself. And that meeting itself, I think, should be giving us a little bit of a clue what we'll be expecting coming out of the market. That's first. Second, what are their projections and what they are seeing on the market too. So I think that will be a very key issue that will be discussed on those nights. So it's going to take another 8 hours plus, so it will be at midnight on my time zone. So unfortunately I couldn't be doing the live streaming sessions during those hours. It's the time where we are not active, but definitely it will be shocking markets and giving a little bit of impact, I believe, as this is one of the big news happening for this month, where a lot of central banks is making some tough decisions. And I believe it's also happening at the Bank of England as well as the Bank of Japan. And if I'm not wrong, today we are also seeing that the Swiss National Bank is also deciding on whether they will be cutting the interest rates or not. So I think it's going to take some time. Just let me try to take a closer look. So I believe, yep, the S&P will be deciding after the Federal Reserve. So I think it's going to take some time, and BOE will be also deciding after at the S&P. Alright, so far from what we are seeing from the charts here as of now, prices are still trying to rebound, but so far with not a lot of great success, I would say. And based on that alone, I think we are going to see that market will be trying to see whether the possibility of a rebound could happen, or whether prices could start break down lower and goes higher from there. But so far, signs are showing that yes, the tendency to break down is really high, but the possibility of a false breakdown is also really high. So that's why I've been trying to wait out, try to see how prices will be breaking down. And once price breaks down lower, then that is the cue to do some trades. But before that, it could be a very tricky market. And with this kind of market movement, I will be expecting that the US dollar index will be likely to hold a little bit of a strength, as usually that will be the case. But so far, let us try to watch out, see how that pans out. Later on, I'll be discussing what's happening on the silver market, what could we be doing on the silver market, and give you guys a little bit of tips and tricks how you guys could be doing something out of those markets. So these strategies for you guys to try to do the sells at resistance and buy on the support just will be valid if prices still comes back and returning towards this price ranges. But once confirmations is here on the market where prices just breaks down lower or breaks out higher, this strategy will be invalid, guys. Alright, so pay attention to those confirmations. If prices stuck below 3,375 and couldn't be coming back on the next few hours, then the confirmation has been showing that the breakdown is happening. Same thing on the resistance. If prices stays above, confirmation is gotten, then it should be very clear for you guys as well. So if you guys are enjoying our analysis so far, short term, long term in the gold market, and there's more to come, you guys are welcome to follow and subscribe and give us your support by giving us a thumbs up and likes, and share this video with your friends or anyone that you guys know who is interested to learn about trading and analyze the market together with us and have an interactive discussions with me. So if you guys do have any questions, you guys could drop in the chats or the comments. I'll be reading and have interactive discussions with you guys about trading, about the markets. You guys are welcome to ask me anything about that. Alright. And I hope that I could be able to help you if you guys do have any questions about the market or trading. So I hope you guys have been hearing what I've been telling you guys, and hope you guys are enjoying your time here on the live streaming sessions. Alright, so we'll try to check out how things goes, whether prices has the possibility to try to break down lower than the 3,375 area, and if that is becoming valid, and that really changed the whole view on the market like I've told you guys. But if not, prices will be just ranging and ranging as we have been seeing so far on the market. And right now we are watching through the 15-minute time frame charts. Alright, so let us try to watch out, see whether that price breakdown could happen from here, and if that happens, we'll see what could be our next market action on the market. Certainly that will be a short if prices breaks down and guts the confirmations that we have been waiting, guys. Alright. Okay, so prices are still trying to break down. We'll see. It's going to take some time before we really see any clear market actions from there. As usual, around support, prices will be a little bit tougher to crack. But once price breaks down, you guys know what to do. Alright, so be prepared if the market shows that kind of signs. If not, be patient, guys. Okay, so prices, as we say, has been able to rebound, and it seems that the strategy to buy near the support, sell the resistance, still be valid for now. And I'm expecting to see same reactions happening on the silver market too, because if that's the case, we should be able to see that silver market will also start to range again on the market. So let's try to take a look here. So the market movement also has been ranging around these ranges, $37, $37.30, and so far looks like the ranging on the support for the silver market should be at around $37.10. So we'll see how that goes on both products, and it's usually been a pretty accurate indications for now. So so far from the gold market, prices are rebounding. Short-term market movement 3378, 3376 buy. Maybe you guys could target the upper side at 3383, 3385, but it will be very limited, guys. Alright, so if you guys are scalpers, short-term traders, this is certainly the markets that you guys would be wanting to trade, because this is certainly a very good market to trade and good chances for that to happen as well. Alright, as prices has already been rejecting the support for over the last 1 hour, guys, prices hasn't been able to go down than that, and I believe that should be a very clear and a good indications that prices should be able to hold itself above that price. Okay. Okay, so now prices will be testing the support. So you guys could try to buy, try to aim at the highest, maybe the most towards this range, 3385. So you guys could try to aim for those price. Right, so I think that should be the scenario that we are looking at the gold market for now. Short term, very limited price range. Risk reward is very limited as well, 1-to-1. So I really see that happening as of now. Alright, since we are not really seeing a lot of market reactions, let us try to see how things has been changing on the silver market, as we haven't been discussing it, and I think this is right now a good time for us to discuss, as we've really been paying attention on what is happening on the gold market. Okay, so right now we are watching through the silver market charts, and I think silver market is a little bit different. I'm actually a little bit bullish on the long run for the silver market, as you guys could actually see that prices has the tendency to try to break out higher. And if you guys are watching here right now, we're actually getting the indications that prices has been able to rebound near the lows, $37.10, $37 area, and prices will always rebound or every time touching the support area that we've already been seeing very similar happening on the gold market. And based on that alone, I think should be warranting the same events that could be happening on the gold market as well, where prices will be rebounding. We'll be seeing the same reactions happening here as well, and so far that is the indications that we are getting. And right now we are watching through the 15-minute charts, hasn't changed yet guys, so just a note. And right now the tendency is for prices to range. So ranging sideways movement is a little bit tougher to trade, but there's always ways to trade on it. So it's pretty similar from what I could say. Buy near the low, sell near the highs. Same thing as what we have already been seeing so far happening across the market hours. And with this kind of market reactions, I would be expecting to see that there's chances for us to see that prices will actually start to slow down around the resistance and rebound near the lows, and you guys could try to act on those market positions as well. If you guys are interested to do some short-term trading on the sideways, this could be a very good market for you guys to consider to trade. But for me personally, I think I'll be trying to watch on the sidelines as I'm not really getting a clear trend, and since I'm a trend follower, I will always be happy when to trade. I will be getting a clear trend rather than forcing to trade at the current positions. And if you have been watching so far, and one of the things that we are getting coming out from the gold market is we are also preferring to wait on the sidelines, as the momentum here will not be much. As always, it will be very limited in terms of risk and reward if you are trying to compare buy near the lows, sell near the highs, and you really need to time it well. and you need to put a little bit of wider stop losses, as the tendency for prices to be building a very long wick is always consisting at this market. So I'll be definitely a bit cautious and try to see out how this plays out. But ultimately, if you are watching through the long-term market movement, I've been very optimistic, and I'm just seeing good chances on the long run that prices will sustain, and we are seeing good chances that silver prices has returned towards its original uptrend channel, and that hasn't been changing since achieving the price action on the 2nd of June. And since then, prices has always been able to stay above that. Prices has been going higher and has shown no signs of slowing down since then, and I think that is a very good signs and a very good indications coming out of the market. And every time we have been seeing consolidations happening on the market, it's usually going to be followed with another surge of higher prices, and it's always been happening since the last 2 months, where prices has already been consolidating a long time, and then prices increase. And it's also happening at the same price, where we are seeing that prices have already been consolidating and prices has been going very high. And right now, over the last 4 days, we've already been seeing prices consolidating, and I believe that this could be the chances where we are starting to see that prices could go higher. So I believe that on the short term, we could see that prices could be hitting $37.50. Long term, it's going to be $40, guys. Alright, so I still stick with that kind of point of view, target price, where we are seeing just optimisms. Prices are still trending and moving goes higher according to what we are seeing on the uptrend. Alright, so I think that should be very helpful, and that's the analysis on the silver market, short term and long term. So I hope you guys are enjoying, get some insights on the technical analysis side. And for now, both gold and markets short term, and both gold, silver is a little bit slower, so I would say I will be avoiding to trade too much for now. Try to see it out, see where this market should be bringing us next, and try to decide when I'll be entering the trades when we are getting the confirmations much clearer, once prices breaks out higher or breaks down lower, guys. Alright, so I think that should be the best case scenario after getting the confirmations, rather than rushing in to make trades that usually won't be leading towards a very good results during these ranging market movements on both gold and silver. Alright, so let us try to take a look back on the gold market. Is there any changes? Alright, yes, prices already start to go higher as expected, and it will be very limited as well, as I've already been mentioning to you guys. Try to buy near the lows, 3375, 3378, and prices will be achieving the highest 3385, 3388. Alright, so the highest, and it could be lower than that, so I always tell you guys to be careful. Alright, so right now, based on what we are seeing so far, the prices has been hitting the lows on gold, same as you've already been seeing on silver, but silver prices tendency is likely to be weakening for now. So I think it's a little bit tricky to trade here. And if you guys are trying to buy the support, certainly the gold market still possess a much better and a preferable conditions as of now. So hope you guys have been paying attention, and if you guys have been acting on what we have already been sharing, the insights on the technical analysis side, you guys should have been able to make some small profits. That is certainly still a good thing in this kind of slow market for now, guys. So I hope you guys have been making some good trades, and if you guys are enjoying so far, you guys are welcome to give us a support by giving us your thumbs up, likes, and don't forget to follow and subscribe so that you guys don't miss out on the key insights on the technical analysis that I'll be sharing every time on the early part of the live streaming sessions as usual. And if you guys are wanting to get more easy insights on how you guys could do the trades, you guys are always welcome to click the link on the profile or the video descriptions and chat me for free premium signals so that you guys could get ideas how you guys could execute your trades. And if you guys think that you guys wanted to get access on the fundamental topics on the markets, you guys are always welcome to join our VIP live sessions later tonight. Alright, so chat me for access on the VIP live sessions and on the premium signals as well. Alright guys, so right now we are still seeing that market has been a bit slowed down, and I believe that usually if we started to see that gold market could be jumping, it usually will be contributed by the US dollar index weakening on the very short period of time, guys. Certainly that will be the case. And let us try to take a look, since we are not really seeing a lot of actions on both gold and silver. So silver market hasn't been moving a lot, so let us try to take a look what's happening on the US dollar index. So based on the US dollar index market movement that we are seeing right now, that there's been a big changes happening on the US dollar index in the anticipations of the Federal Reserve decisions, as we have already been seeing. That as of now, we are seeing that prices has started to try to break out the downtrend since the Thursday market, and prices have already been breaking out really well, and prices right now is trying to consolidate on the higher side. But so far we are still seeing that prices has the tendency to weaken, because if you guys are watching through the bigger picture, longer time frame, that prices has now hits the resistance at around $98.40, and right now prices are moving with the tendency to go lower, as you guys could also see it as well. And that's why we started to see that why gold market hasn't been able to move a lot, and it's primarily, I believe, should be contributed by the weaknesses appearing on the US dollar index over the last 1 hour. And with that alone, that should be able to help to push up gold prices a little bit. And from there onwards, I am seeing that there's good chances for us to actually see that prices should be able to start moving much better if prices starts to drop. On the US dollar index, gold should be able to go higher, silver should be able to go higher, but what's the view on the long run? Okay, so if you are switching towards the daily charts, you guys could actually try to look out what is going on. So we've already been seeing that the US dollar index has already been weakening a lot since the end of the January market. Prices have already been dropping from 110, and right now we are seeing that prices are at around $98, and that has been a total drop of around 11 to 12%. And that kind of drop certainly will be warranting us to see that prices will be continuing on its downtrend, showing no signs of any rebound. And the previous attempt to make a rebound should be happening around May, where things started to be much calmer, and seems that there's chances for prices to break out. But so far the rebound has failed, and prices has already been returning to its downtrend channel, guys. And that is certainly a good thing, because that really shows the trend is still working very well, building up a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And that previous attempt to try to break out has failed, and that really built a very good new lower high and break down and building up a newer low. And right now we'll see whether this is the attempt to build another lower high as in line. As long as prices didn't break out towards $98.90, I'm seeing that there's chances that the newer lower high is right now is being built for now. So the view is still the same, that prices will still remain weakened, at the very least remain sideways at the best case scenario that we have been seeing happening on May. And on that case of scenario, that should be showing the tendency for the US dollar index to be weakened again. Alright, so that's the view. And if we are trying to trace back and see that kind of similarity or any signs, you should be able to see something going on here. So yes, prices has started to rebound as we are seeing as of now, but not much. As you guys know, it's always been the case around big event news. It's always been slowing down a little bit. And silver market is also a little bit weakened for now, so I'm expecting that silver market should be a little bit dangerous, as there's no signs of that consolidation building on the support. So I haven't been suggesting to you guys to do the trades here, but instead I've been saying that your chances should be appearing on the gold market. As you guys could see, yep, prices has been trying to rebound and support has been building up very well at these chances. So the best chance in terms of possibility, chances to go higher, is likely to appear here, and maximum we can see prices will be at least hitting 3385, 3386 area. So we'll see how that goes. Personally, I'm still very much optimistic, as we've really been sharing this earlier on before the price rebounds, and hope you guys have been noticing and looking out, try to see how you guys could make the trades. And if you guys are enjoying so far, you guys are welcome to give us a support. Thumbs up, likes, really welcome it, and thank you very much for your support. And if you guys don't want to miss out on any important informations every day, Monday to Friday, welcome to follow and subscribe so that you guys don't miss out. And certainly if you guys think that you guys have been getting some good insights and make some good tradings, you guys are always welcome to share these live streaming sessions with your friends or anyone that you guys know is interested to learn to trade. You guys are welcome to have an interactive discussions and chats with me. So I'll be checking if you guys do have any questions about trading, about markets, or any problem that you guys are facing throughout your trading journey, guys. Alright, so always welcome, and say hi if you guys are here. Alright. So since we have already been discussing what's happening on the US dollar index, I think it's also best for us try to check out what's happening on the other currency market, as usually it will be impacting the other trades on the other currency market as well. So we'll be trying to take a closer look on those markets as well with you guys in a moment with you guys. Alright, so for now we'll try to check out how the things are going on this gold market, whether prices will start to rebound, and if nothing much changes here, we'll try to take out a look and see what's happening on the currency market with you guys together. Alright. Okay, so prices has continued to go higher. Let us try to take a look what's happening on the silver market. Alright, silver market starts to stabilize, and possibly this could be building a good chance. We'll try to see how the next candlestick works. Certainly I'll be expecting to see a much better significance, prices rebounding really well around those areas. If not, it will be a very dangerous key to make some trades on the silver market tonight, guys. Alright, so I would love to see how that goes. And back on the gold market has been reacting really well so far from what we have been seeing, as the support has been really strong and ranging a lot, and I think this is a good chance for us to see prices could be hitting 3385 soon. So pay attention what could be happening here, and right now let us try to move on towards seeing what's happening on the currency strength charts. Alright, so for tonight, I think the currency strength charts hasn't been able to show us a lot of signs, and why I could dare to say so, because prices has been moving in a little bit of a mixed reactions, as we are still preparing to see how the next decisions on the Federal Reserve will be coming out from there, and it will be happening in another 7 to 8 hours. So I think it's going to take some time before we really see any clear market movement that could be happening from there. But for now, this kind of market solution that we are seeing is actually showing one for few things happening. So far we have already been seeing that tonight the Australian dollar together with the Japanese yen has been the strongest pair, and the weakest pair is comparing out on the Swiss franc market. So if you guys are paying attention closely, then you guys can actually see that on the top side of this line chart, there's the list of the colors alongside with their currency, and you guys could see, right? And tonight's the strongest pair is appearing from those two markets, the Japanese yen on the light blue color, neon blue I would believe, and with the weakest appearing on the Swiss franc on the dark brown color. So if you are comparing those two currency pair, I believe you guys could see a very stark difference, and you guys could actually see what's happening from there. And tonight, yes, we haven't been receiving a lot of news. So I think based on news itself, I think tonight's biggest news will be coming out from the central banks, but it's going to happen in 7 to 8 hours, right around midnight at our time zone. But from my view that we have been seeing, the news has been released, we are actually seeing that inflation has started to calm down a little bit on the UK side, on the services sector. I think that's a good thing. And also from the European side, we are also seeing inflation has been in line with the previous numbers, and that really shows that inflation started to slow down as well. And the core CPI is also slowing down, and the next big event will be happening on the US initial jobless claims, which is a little bit of surprise because usually these numbers will be coming out right at Thursday. But I believe that since we have the Federal Reserve decisions that will be coming out at midnight, the US initial jobless claims date is moved towards Wednesday, and also together with the US housing start and building permits numbers. So that will actually show us a little bit of news that could be happening on there. And so far from what we are seeing, that prices are still consolidating, trying to see what will be happening on the market, and we haven't been able to really see a lot of market reactions there. So we'll try to see out and wait and try to figure out what could be the next market movement. Personally, I would say that a lot of people have already been expecting that the Federal Reserve will be holding its interest rates, not a lot of changes, and maybe the clues in the comment that will be coming out from them could be a very key thing on the market that people are looking for, especially traders, short-term traders, and future traders, especially on the interest rate decisions, should be watching closely on what's going to be happening for tonight, guys. Alright, so I think that will be a very key thing, and let us see how that goes, guys. Alright. So back on the currency strength charts again, so we can actually start to compare like the AUD CHF, which I believe not a lot of people are trading on those pairs, but let us try to take a look. So AUD CHF, yep. So prices have already been going up quite fast and high. AUD but most of the market movement has been ranging as a lot of people are anticipating on what will be the next Federal Reserve decisions. And so far we are saying that it's just a part of market of a rebound after a big drop yesterday. So that's why for tonight we are seeing that Australian dollar has been quite strong against the CHF. But we're trying to find a clear connections about the trend. We should be able to compare it against the US dollar index, because US dollar index has been weakening so far, and I believe that should be able to give us a little bit of market decisions. But so far, yes, we are also back. Most of the market is still ranging, not really showing us any clear signs, and I believe we should be able to see the same thing happening on the US dollar Japanese yen, where prices has a tendency to weaken, but most of the time it hasn't been resulting in a really well done positions for now. As prices hits the high, break down lower again, and we are back to square one, showing that prices are still moving in a big range, especially happening on the US dollar Japanese yen market. So sell near the high, buy near the lows would be the best decisions, but so far not really much for now, as I've already been telling you guys. And NZD USD should be showing the same thing as what we are seeing on the Australian dollar USD, ranging in a very huge way over the past 1 to 2 weeks. And I see that there's not really any big interesting opportunities that is appearing on the market as of now, and I think I'll be skipping on the currency market trades for today, as there's not really a lot of chances for now. Okay, so let us get back towards the gold market and try to see if there are any changes that has happened so far. Alright, so as we've already been seeing so far, gold has finally hit 3385 as expected on the most conservative case, and it has hit those prices. So congrats if you guys have been trading and do the buys near the low. And as we have already been mentioning to you guys, that prices has been able to move higher, and this is the chances that you guys are waiting for. And so far, yes, prices has been ranging, and this is the chances that you guys could do and try to make some good trades out of it as well. And so far, I'll be expecting to try to see whether prices could hit 3388. So if you guys are short-term traders, take some for positions and hold the remaining. But for me, I'll try to see whether prices could break out 3385 furthermore, as there's chances for that to happen. So we'll see how that goes, guys. Alright. Alright, so let us see what could be happening from here. Personally, I'm still seeing chances we'll try to break out, try to hit 3388 for now, so we'll see how that goes. But as we still have some times and prices are still moving very well, I think we should be able to see something happening on the silver market right now. So let us see what is happening on the silver market. Alright, so silver market started to rebound, build up a very good consolidations, good thing, and let us see how that goes. But market ranges is pretty much tighter compared to the gold market movement that could be offering a little bit of a wider spaces, and certainly yes, the expectation is to see that market movement will be much better here, but I will be a little bit cautious as the ranges will be very tight and stop losses should be very tight as well if you guys want to do the trades, and expecting to see prices hit $37.25 toward 30 cents, and we'll see how that goes. Chances for that to happen is pretty huge as the tendency for prices to go high is really high on the silver market. So I always say pay attention if everything goes well here, but the ranging market movement is certainly a bit more than you guys would be expecting. But for gold market movement, yes, it's a little bit slower, but in terms of risk and reward, it's pretty much measurable. Prices are moving really well, and I say chances we could see 3388 could be happening there. So we'll see how that goes. Prices are continuing to go higher and hasn't been slowing down so far. Same thing is happening also on the silver market too. So I really believe that this is a good sign of the market, and I hope you guys have been paying attention as chances could be appearing soon on the silver market if prices continues to go higher, especially if we are seeing that prices could be breaking out $37.30 as well. Okay, finally prices starts to slow down. So seeing that prices at its highest hit 33 and 87, and it seems that prices should be slowing down. So if you guys haven't taken some profit, I think this is the time you guys should consider to do that. And definitely we have been making good profits on our premium signals for tonight. So if you guys are interested to get my premium signals for free and make profits together with us, you guys are always welcome to chat me on the link on my profile. Click it, chat me, share access on free premium signals, guys. Alright. And definitely if you guys are enjoying our live streaming session so far, you guys are welcome to follow and subscribe, and don't forget to give us your thumbs up and likes, and thank you very much for your support. And if you guys are interested to have the interactive discussions with me and your friends, you guys are welcome to chat me on the comments on the discussions, and I'll be definitely happy to help you guys if you guys have any problem on the market, or if you guys are interested to ask me any questions about the market or trading. Alright, I'll always be happy. Alright guys, so we have already been seeing the market so far, and prices have still been able to hold itself pretty well. So if you guys have been taking some profits, hold it, try to see whether prices could hit 3318.8, 3390 area. I'll see how that goes. Personally, I'm still seeing chances as long as prices could hold itself pretty well around these prices. And based on what we are seeing on the silver market, prices hasn't been reacting really well, so I think I'll be staying put on the silver for now. And I think we have been discussing on one trading asset for tonight, which is the oil market movement. So I think this is a good time for us to discuss and try to take a longer view on the market, as we are still seeing that the escalation is ongoing on the Middle East, and we are actually seeing that oil prices has already been continuing to go higher and higher, and right now they are on the verge of whether prices could start breaking out $75.70 to the $76 mark. And once that happens, we could actually see that prices will be moving up even further more. As of now, based on this chart pattern itself, we are seeing that prices has already been able to break out higher and build on a very good new high, higher high, higher low, and there's a possibility that prices could start breaking out higher for tonight. So if prices continue to break higher, there's a possibility that all prices could start go higher and higher from here. And right now we are watching through the 1 hour time frame charts, and this really shows the positivity coming out of the price actions, and that really shows the escalations hasn't been able to calm down things, and we are really seeing that all prices is going up higher, and there's a reason for that, and I'll be discussing it more on my VIP live session. So if you guys are interested to get access on those, you guys are welcome to click the link on my profile, the video descriptions, and chat me for access on the VIP live session. So I'll be talking more about it with you guys as well. So for now, if you are watching through these chart patterns, it seems that it's going to take some time before we really see that prices could be breaking out higher than $75.70. We'll see how that goes, but personally this is a good chance for us to see that prices could continue to go higher from here. So we'll see how that goes. Personally, I'm seeing good chances, but I'll be waiting for confirmations for breakout to be much more surer, as prices has already started to come down a little bit. Good chances, yes, prices could go higher, but for now, staying put will be the best choice. And if you are watching through the 30-minute time frame charts, right now we are watching through the 1 hour time frame charts, it seems that prices starts to slow down a bit, but it seems that prices are still trying to break out higher. So we'll see how that goes, guys. All right. So this is the oil chart, and it seems that prices are likely to go higher. So we'll see how that goes. Personally, I will be seeing that prices will be slowing down a little bit before prices could be going higher. So we'll see how that goes. But again, I think our main focus for tonight is still back on the gold chart, and so far gold chart has been slowing down a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Yep, so prices already started to slow down. So if you guys have been taking some profits, that's the chances you guys could be taking at the high prices. And as of now, we should be able to start seeing that gold prices will be slowing down. Alright, so that has been confirmed. With prices has been able to hold itself pretty well around above 3,385. And we'll see how that goes, guys. Alright, so in a few moments we'll try to see what is happening on the other market side as well. We are seeing that silver market should be also slowing down, going lower. Same as what we have already been seeing what happens on gold. As prices hits 3385 as expected, not much, and prices just slows down afterwards. And from here, I'm seeing good chances for us to see that oil prices could be the main benefactor. And definitely right now, oil prices is also slowing down. And let us try to see what's happening on the currency charts. So most of the currency charts that we are watching hasn't been moving a lot, hasn't been changing much, and I'm expecting that prices should be a little bit slow for now. And I think this is due to anticipations on how the market will be moving next. And let us try to take a look what's happening on the gold market again for now, whether prices could start breaking down lower or prices should be able to move on the ranges that we have been watching so far and possibly continuing to go higher, hitting the highs at 3,400 for the night. So we'll see how that goes. For now, everything still remains the same, nothing much has changed, and I believe we should be able to see the same thing. Prices will be ranging again on silver, and I would definitely, if you guys are asking me choosing gold or silver to trade, I would suggest that you guys will try to take here, as prices in terms of risk will be much more limited and much safer to trade here as well, guys. Alright, so if you guys are enjoying our analysis so far and you guys wanted to get more ideas and more insights about the fundamental what's happening around the world, you guys are always welcome to click the link on my profile or the video descriptions and chat me for access to my VIP live sessions. And if you guys are interested to get premium signals where we have already been making good profits on our gold trades just now earlier on, you guys are always welcome to click the link and ask me where you guys could get my premium signals, premium recommendations for free. And you guys, all you guys need to do, click the link, chat me up, and I'll be showing you guys how you guys could get all of those for free. Alright. Okay, so I'll be back with you guys in a moment. So for now, I'm still holding up the outlook that prices could be going higher as prices started to rebound, and this is certainly a good sign where that kind of rebound happening. And I'll be back with you guys in a moment, and later on I'll be giving you guys a little bit of recap what could be happening in the market. And if you guys wanted to know more, you guys are always welcome to follow my VIP live sessions, and all you guys need to do, click the link on the profile of the video descriptions, and you guys could get access for it as well as my premium recommendations too. Alright, so I'll be back with you guys in a moment. Alright. Okay guys, so let me give you guys a little bit of recap, since we'll be ending our live streaming session soon. And remember that there will be a little bit of a movement before the market movement starts, as we know that there will be the Federal Reserve decisions that will be coming up in another 6 to 7 hours. So let us see what could we be analyzing on the gold market. So far we have already been seeing that the strategy to make positions buy on the support, sell the resistance has still been very much pretty in line with our view, and nothing much has changed since then. But the possibility that prices could be hitting 3,400 should be still a little bit far away, and we'll need to see how that goes hour by hour before that really happens. But personally, since we have already been seeing that prices have already been hitting the support, we should be at the very least try to see whether prices could sustain its price above 3,380, 3,383, and if prices could stay above that, we should be able to see that gold prices could be going up higher and higher from there onwards. Alright. And next, on the silver market movement, it's a little bit hard for tonight. Just for today, the overall market sentiment is still very well. Prices already been trending and ranging really high, and it's a very good consolidation, personally I would say. But for tonight, I think it will be a very tricky trade to make. Certainly if you guys are timing your entry really well, which will be very hard, especially like me, I'll be waiting for confirmations. It's going to be a very hard market to trade. I'll be suggesting to you guys to avoid it, as there's a huge tendency, the ranging movement is very tight, and there's tendency for you guys to hit your stop losses easily here. But the overall long-term outlook is very positive. And if you guys could try to buy after building up very good consolidations at $37.05, $37 area, that should be very well for you guys. Alright. And next, on the all market movement, as I've already been telling you guys, that the all market movement has a good potential to break out higher, and I think we should be able to see much more market reactions happening later on the markets. And right now we are still seeing that the market will be slowing down a little bit, and this is the case that we have already been seeing so far. But good chances that if prices starts breaking out higher, the whole market view could be changing, as we still see that the escalations in the Middle East is still there. Good chances for us to see that prices could start to move even further away on the market. So I'll be expecting to see those kind of market reactions once prices breaks out of the $75.76 resistance area, and we could actually see that prices could start breaking $77 or even $79 on the long run if that happens on the market. And next, I think on the currency strength chart side, we haven't been able to see a lot of changes other than the Australian dollar keeps on still maintaining its strength, and Japanese yen initially weakening a little bit since our live streaming session started, and right now rebounding a little bit, and compared against the US dollar index weakening. Maybe on a short-term basis there's some good chances that you guys could trade, but I don't really see any good favorable terms as of now, as prices are just still trending in a really huge sideways on the Australian dollar, US dollar. And this is a chart since May until now, so you guys can actually see that there's not really any big chances on here for now on trends, but certainly buy near the low, sell near the highs could still be the theme here on the currency side. And for now, I think I won't be really looking much for this. I couldn't be really looking at a lot of chances for here right now. And if we are looking through the GPB and all of the other side of the market, seems that things will be a little bit slower as people are anticipating the Federal Reserve decisions, and maybe chances US dollar Japanese yen could be dropping is still there. But again, before the news, a lot of things could happen. We could be seeing that there could be a little bit of much more volatile market, and I'm afraid that could be the case on the market. So if you guys are thinking to do shorts, very short-term period before the Federal Reserve decision is out, this is the chances that you guys could try to trade US dollar Japanese yen. For shorts, for longs, I think Australian dollar USD still should remain as one of the most valid choices other than the Australian dollar CHF. But for me, I would still be a little bit cautious on the currency market charts, as things will be moving really volatile once the decision is out, and it will be at midnight, so pay attention on those as well. And finally, I would say, since there's not a lot of news that has been appearing so far, and a lot of news are still focused there, so we'll try to see out how this works out. And so far we are still seeing back that gold prices is still trying to test 3,380, and so far hasn't been able to push higher. So definitely it's very important that prices should be able to stay above 3,380, 3,377. As long as prices still remains there, there's always a chance for gold prices to rebound on the support. If not, prices should be able to break down, and there could be the confirmations that we are waiting. Alright, so earlier on we already been sharing the discussions, and I'm definitely sure that you guys who have been following since the early live streaming sessions should be able to make some good profits, as we've already been saying that this is the time to buy. Prices rebounded, prices didn't break down lower, and I'm sure that you guys should have been able to make some good profits on the market. But if you guys are missing out and you guys don't want to miss out the next time, you guys are always welcome to follow and subscribe so that you guys don't miss out on those chances. And if you guys wanted to get what is happening around the world and also my premium signals, you guys are always welcome to click the link on my profile or the video descriptions and chat me for those premium signals and access on my VIP live sessions tonight. I'll be sharing those insights, what's the most recent things and the updates that is ongoing on the market. Alright, so I hope to see you guys there. If not, I'll be seeing you guys here at the same place at the same time. See you guys. Bye.